Once long ago, North America echoed with the footfalls of a great predator. It was not the cougar or the wolf, but an ancient cousin of today's cheetah. Known as the American cheetah, this lithe hunter roamed the plains millions of years ago. Fast, elegant, and lethal, it shaped the evolution of its prey in profound ways. Today, the thought of cheetahs returning to US soil sparks both wonder and controversy. Could cheetahs really make a comeback in the land they once ruled? Or would their return unleash consequences too unpredictable to risk? The story begins with the fossil record. Evidence of two species, Miracinonyx trumani and Miracinonyx inexpectatus, reveals remarkable speed adaptations. Their limbs were long and slender, designed for explosive bursts across open landscapes. They shared the land with giant ground sloths, mammoths, and a nimble antelope known as the pronghorn. Interestingly, pronghorns today can run over 55 miles per hour, faster than any existing predator. Scientists believe the American cheetah drove this incredible speed evolution. But around 12,000 years ago, the American cheetah vanished in the mass extinction event that ended the Pleistocene epoch. The reasons remain a tangled web of climate shifts, human hunting pressures, and ecosystem collapse. Since then, the pronghorns have run without true challengers. But what if their ancient predator returned? In modern conservation circles, a radical idea has emerged: rewilding. Rewilding seeks to restore ecosystems by bringing back species or close relatives long lost. In the case of the American cheetah, no living specimens exist. But some conservationists propose introducing African cheetahs, their nearest relatives. The goal would be to restore missing ecological dynamics, create healthier prey populations, and perhaps stabilize fragile landscapes. But this vision raises monumental questions. Could African cheetahs adapt to the American climate, terrain, and prey? Would they pose unforeseen risks to native species already struggling? Could people coexist with wild cheetahs roaming public and private lands? History offers few clear answers. In India, conservationists are currently attempting to reintroduce African cheetahs after India's own subspecies went extinct. Early results have shown both triumphs and tragic setbacks. Relocated cheetahs often struggle with disease, predation, and unfamiliar threats. Could the United States fare any better? The American Southwest, with its vast grasslands and deserts, might seem a fitting habitat. Regions like West Texas, New Mexico, and parts of Arizona have the open expanses cheetahs favor. Low human population density in some areas could reduce conflicts. Private ranches and federal lands offer potential release sites. Still, not all habitats are created equal. African cheetahs are adapted to a particular blend of savanna ecosystems rich in diverse prey. The US prairies, though sprawling, may lack the prey density cheetahs require. Predators already living there, like coyotes and bobcats, could compete or conflict with them. Moreover, the landscape itself has changed dramatically since the Pleistocene. Agriculture, highways, cities, and fences fragment habitats that once stretched uninterrupted for hundreds of miles. These modern barriers could doom reintroduced cheetahs to isolated pockets, unable to maintain healthy genetic diversity. The human factor looms large too. Would ranchers and farmers tolerate a new predator among their herds? Cheetahs rarely attack livestock in Africa compared to lions or leopards, but perception often outweighs reality. Conservation success depends not just on biology, but also on public acceptance. In places like Namibia, community-led programs pay ranchers for every cheetah they allow to survive. Such incentive-based systems could offer a model for the US, but implementation would require massive cultural shifts. There's also the issue of legality. Cheetahs are endangered under US and international law. Importing them would require overcoming a labyrinth of regulations. Beyond logistics, ethical dilemmas press heavily. Should we introduce non-native species, even close relatives, to ecosystems they never actually inhabited? Could cheetahs, however noble in intent, further disrupt ecosystems already in peril? Or does humanity bear a moral responsibility to heal the ecological wounds it once inflicted? Some argue that rewilding cheetahs could act as a living apology to the ancient landscape. Others see it as hubris, a dangerous gamble with unintended consequences. There are parallels to consider. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone National Park sparked profound ecological change. Elk herds, once unchecked, began moving differently, allowing forests to regrow. Streams shifted course and biodiversity blossomed. Could cheetahs trigger similar ecological cascades? Pronghorn populations might become healthier if the weakest were culled by predators. Other species could benefit from the resulting balance. Yet Yellowstone's wolves also sparked fierce backlash, including from ranchers who lost livestock. Would cheetahs ignite similar controversies, or would their non-threatening reputation soften resistance? Technological advancements offer new tools for managing reintroductions. GPS collars, drone surveillance, and rapid genetic testing allow closer monitoring than ever before. Scientists could track every movement, every hunt, every interaction in real time. Adaptive management strategies could quickly respond to emerging problems. Still, no technology can predict every twist and turn of wild nature. The story of cheetahs in the US would be an unfolding drama filled with uncertainty. And yet part of the allure lies precisely in that unknown. It taps into a deeper yearning to reconnect with a wilder, more vibrant world. A landscape where speed blurs across the grasslands once again. A place where ancient struggles between predator and prey find new expression. The financial cost would be staggering. Capturing, transporting, quarantining, releasing and managing cheetahs would require millions of dollars. Long-term monitoring would be essential. Educational campaigns to win public support would be critical. Insurance programs to compensate ranchers for any losses would likely be needed. Even then, failure would remain a distinct possibility. Diseases like feline leukemia virus could spread. Habitat loss could accelerate if human development continues unchecked. Isolated populations could suffer from inbreeding. Some rewilded animals could become dependent on humans, undermining the goal of true wildness. And yet conservation is often about hope against the odds. The very survival of the cheetah as a species depends on bold experiments. Their global numbers have plummeted to fewer than 7,000 individuals. In the wild, their range shrinks year after year. Could America offer a sanctuary not just for an ecosystem, but for a species teetering on the brink? Or would we simply be trading one broken promise for another? Across the dusty mesas and windswept plains, the ghosts of ancient cheetahs still seem to run. Their legacy lingers in the swift hooves of the pronghorn. It lives in the whisper of grasses bent by unseen motion. In that wind, perhaps, there's a message waiting to be heard. A call to remember that wildness once shaped this land in ways we can scarcely imagine today. A call to decide whether we will be the architects of renewal or the authors of further loss. In the end, the question of cheetahs returning to America isn't just about them. It's about us. It's about who we want to be in a world where so much has already been lost. It's about daring to imagine a future that honors the past while facing the realities of the present. It's about asking whether we can live alongside wildness, not as conquerors, but as stewards. The prairies wait. The canyons listen. And somewhere, in the heart of America, the spirit of the cheetah still runs free.